If you're working on a new build or a development in the UK, there's a major change coming to how the drainage has to be designed. The government updated the SuDS guidance back in June 2025.
For the first time, rainwater harvesting is explicitly designated at the top of the SuDS hierarchy.
This is a massive deal, and if you don't know what's changed, it could mean having to redesign your drainage scheme further down the line. So let's break down what has changed. Hi, I'm Callum from GRAF UK, and in this video, I'm going to walk through the changes to the 2025 SuDS guidance and talk you through how rainwater harvesting fits in perfectly. So first, what's actually changed? Back when the old standards were published, it was all about how much water was actually leaving your site. Yet, with the 2025 update, it's treating your drainage separately and treating it as part of the design of the site itself. The new guidance covers the 4 key pillars for your SuDS strategy. That's water quality, water quantity, biodiversity, and amenity. And there are now specific new standards for amenity and biodiversity. So it's no longer enough to just simply slow the water down coming from your site. Your drainage strategy must include things like creating new habitats, improving the look of the overall development, plus filter out any pollutants before they reach a watercourse.
Now, the first change everyone needs to know about is the first flush rule, which is under Standard 2. The standards now say you should be managing the first 5 millimeters of rainfall on site. That initial runoff from everyday rain events should not be going into main sewers or rivers. Instead, it needs to be collected for reuse, soaked into the ground, or within a SuDS feature so it can evaporate away. This is where rainwater harvesting becomes really important, because the 2025 standards now put collective runoff for non-potable use at the top of the hierarchy, so it should be considered first whenever practical. But here's the catch: not every rainwater harvesting system will comply. They need to meet the British standards BS EN 16941 plus have daily drawdown of water. What does that mean in practice? It means a tank needs to be emptying and refilling on a regular cycle. So if you have a rainwater harvesting system supplying water to the toilet, it'll be drawn down every day when someone flushes the toilet, which means there's space available for the next rainfall. But say if you've got a water butt that's constantly full, that won't count. The standards are clear on that. A simple water butt won't be good enough on its own. You need a properly designed system with reliable drawdown and consistent usage. Beyond the first flush rule, the new standards also tighten up on climate resilience. Standard 3 now recommends designing up to the upper end of your climate change scenario. These are your large storm events, your 1 in 30 and 1 in 100 year storm events. You need to prove your site can handle more intense rainfall without making flooding worse downstream. There are also clear rules around infiltration. If you're planning on draining everything to the ground, then the infiltration rate of the soil must be 1 × 10⁻⁶ per second. And the system must drain down within 24 hours, so there's storage left for the next rainfall event. If not, the guidance suggests you'll need to combine your infiltration with attenuation storage. There's one change which will definitely make life easier, and that's the new approach to brownfield runoff rates. Instead of trying to calculate what the discharge of the site used to be, which always used to be a bit of a guessing game, the standards will now let you apply a relaxation figure of up to 5 times the greenfield runoff rate. It's simpler, it's more consistent, and it makes SuDS more practical in dense urban areas. Each standard uses a defined wording system, with must, shall, should, may and can used to show the level of requirement. This should hopefully mean less arguments during planning phases and more approvals across different local authorities. And then there's the maintenance piece. Standard 7 is all about long-term sustainability. It means you need to think about who's going to be maintaining each SuDS feature and how, right from the design stage. Whether it's a private management company, a water utility or a local council, there needs to be a clear plan, because the best drainage scheme in the world is worthless if it gets clogged up and nobody knows about it. Now, I should make this clear, it is non-statutory guidance. These standards have strong backing from environmental agencies, they're referenced in national planning policies, and it's widely expected that a tougher legal requirement will follow. The smart move is to start designing from these standards right now. This means that you'll have a smoother process when it comes to planning, and also means you won't have to retrofit when the rules do tighten. Rainwater harvesting has gone from a nice to have to a high priority compliant option.
If you want to know more about how rainwater harvesting can be used on your next project, we are here to help. We've got a full range of domestic solutions all the way up to large scale setups. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you do have any questions regarding rainwater harvesting whatsoever, please leave them in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a future video.